Good evening, all. Pisces Mike here. I just wanted to take a minute and talk about this misconception of this idea that you'll hear people say stuff like, well, this such and such business didn't file, they paid zero taxes this year, or they didn't pay any taxes last year. I'm going to explain to you why that's a lie. You see, people can get away with saying, well, they didn't file, they didn't pay any taxes at the end of the year when they filed their income tax return. Well, like businesses kind of work like civilians do. Throughout the year, civilians have payroll taxes deducted from your paycheck, basically, and the company sends that to the government. What a lot of people don't realize is that businesses have to file every quarter. As civilians, we do it once a year. It's the April 15th deadline. We do our paperwork, send it in. Woo, we get our refund. Now, the thing that goes on with businesses, they file every quarter. That's every 3 months, they're required to file taxes and pay their taxes. You can look at this page here. This is just something I wanted to look up and confirm about this. This kind of explains it. You can read the stuff about the return due date, blah, blah, blah. Basically says the same thing. Businesses, at the end of the year, they have a tax date due. It's not necessarily April 15th. If you read it, it gets kind of complicated with the way the businesses are structured. The important thing is you read down through and you look at the estimated taxes. So throughout the year, the businesses are paying taxes. Like I said, every 3 months, if you read down through everything, it will say right there, they must file the estimated taxes on profits quarterly. So they do that. Then they also have like a April 15th deadline, although it's not necessarily April 15th. So throughout the year, they're actually paying their taxes. Now, it's the same thing that happens to us. At the end of the year, we'll file, hey, maybe we'll get a refund. Hey, we don't have to pay the government. Guess what? We already have. Same thing with the businesses. They're doing it more frequently than we are. We pay once a year, except for the stuff that comes out of our payroll. It's the same kind of thing. They pay theirs, we pay ours. Sometimes they come out and get a refund. Sometimes they don't owe anything. It's just even. So that's really where that lies. When people say that businesses do not pay taxes, it's an outright lie, because they do every single quarter. And at the end of the year, just like us, sometimes it will be, hey, nobody owes anybody anything, or sometimes they get a refund. A lot of times they end up owing. But I just wanted to explain that a little bit more, because a lot of people seem to get the misconception of saying, well, that business didn't pay any taxes that year. Well, that's not true. They did pay taxes, but at the end of the year, they neither owed or got back taxes. And then, on a last note, I'm going to hit this little thing where people say businesses get these tax breaks, they get these subsidies. This is true, but it's nowhere near as lenient as the stuff we get as civilians, having children, doing house repairs, medical expenses, blah, blah, blah. We can take those all as deductions. Businesses can too. And when you start talking about the subsidy factor, those are a lot of the businesses that are investing in the innovative new technology, solar power, electric cars, all those stuff that we want. We want that. That's why they're getting the subsidies. And if it helps offset that tax at the end of the year, how big of a deal is that really? They still pay the taxes through the year. Right there it says they pay taxes on their profits quarterly. I want you to remember that. That's the important thing, because they do it 4 times a year. We do it 1 time a year. All right, well, that's the end of my little rant this evening. Hope it's a little bit of enlightening. And everybody, take care. God bless you.